So this is a tuner. So I'm wanting to get to G. I'm a little flat. That would be a little sharp. What I want is it to be right at the blue, and then I check at the next string up, which should be a B, and then I'll check it at the 12th fret to see if it's intonated correctly, and it is. If it's not intonated correctly, I'll move the saddles forwards or backwards to get that to be a perfect G. So see where open, and then if I hit at the 12th, it's sharp now. So I've got to adjust the saddles. So I'll get it tuned back to B. Try it the 12th again. I'm gonna check my E string. Here's a tip or trick. When you're tuning, always tune up till you hit the note. Never tune down to the note. Your guitar will stay in tune better. Raise the action a little bit on this. Teeny tiny Allens.
What does raising the action mean?
Distance between the string and the frets. That distance not only can be measured, but more importantly, it's felt. So you always measure at the 12th fret. And that gives me an idea where it's at. It's a little low because if you come up here to the high E, and as you bend it over, it gets muted out. Most guitars have individual saddles for each string. Some Telecasters have one saddle for 2 strings. But they do have a screw on each side for that string. If you get the strings at an uneven height as you're playing, you'll feel it. It just feels really weird. It'll trip your fingers up as they're moving across the board. So I usually set the first string where I want it, and then I'll get a close gauge as I look down and raise the saddles accordingly, and then I'll fine tune them with the gauge. But I first have to get them to my eye where they're close. Another thing about saddles is you don't want them off kilter or uneven. So you have 2 screws. If I raise one screw more than the other, it puts the saddle at an angle. That saddle should be flush. Then the string will function better in that saddle. It won't want to slide one way or another. And that helps tuning stability quite a bit. This high E was super low. It's part of the problem. Give it a whirl, my friend. Don't break a string.
Yeah.
I feel like I had to say that, Dave. Oh, listen to that.
It's not choking out anymore.
So this is an old radio case. I don't know if it's from the 40s or 50s.
Wow, it is.
But there's a gentleman up in Michigan, I don't know his name, but his company is D Lab Electronics. And he will take these old radio cases and make little 5-watt amplifiers out of them. And they sound glorious. This one happens to have a very natural breakup. It's only 5 watts, so it's only going to be so loud, but it's not bad for home. And then you've got tremolo feature as well. If you want to go ahead and play it, I'll adjust the tremolo and you'll hear it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, what can you say about it? I mean,
That
just
is so cool.
a little 5-watt tube amp. And this was under $500. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars to sound good.